Alrighty guys, Madman Mondello coming at you live from the Garden Garage here in beautiful Alabama. Alright, Eric Larson. Eric went ahead and he purchased a console off the website from us, and here it is, it's all done. What we have here is a fine specimen of a Slim with an HV3, 2 terabyte drive, up on the line servers, along with a 10-day trial of the Purge. Got Bo2 Mw3 and Ghosts offhosts, as well as GSC menus Jiggy and Sentinel for Bo2. Well, she's all done. We're going to go ahead, we're going to fire it up, alright? And hopefully within the same amount of luck, this thing will boot, okay? I'm going to set you up over here. And guys, I'm sorry I haven't been around. I've been a little busy, of course, with doctor's appointments and all that kind of crap and everything else. You know, I think my video went bye-bye on me. Sorry about that. Let me unplug the monitor and let me plug it back in. Oh my God, stupid thing. So anyway, yep, there she goes. Figures. Anyway. So I've been kind of busy. It's been nutty, but it's all good. So anyway, we're booting up. We're going to boot up in the FSC dash. We're going to get some notifications from the server. Let us know it's online and live and all that. Miguel, how are you, man? I haven't seen you in a while. What you been up to? Been staying out of trouble or what? I hope so. Eric, you're going to see this thing is going to boot up, and then it's going to boot in the FSC dash. So you are welcome to Alliance, and we're going to get one more, which is going to be a notification from the Purge letting you know that you are auth on the server. And then, of course, I'm going to roll through this thing with you. Now, this is 2 terabytes, okay? So there's a lot of crap on here, okay? So let's start off with here, okay? Under emulators, okay? You got FCEUX, got Game Boy Advance, we got Genesis Plus 360, MAME, SNES 360, and back to FCEUX, okay? Now, Xbox Classic games. There is a friggin' multitude load of classic games on here, okay? You can, have fun with or whatever. Alright. Now, our homebrew section, where the tools reside, where you can blow the console up pretty easily, okay, if you don't know what you're doing, alright? Then, of course, you have Xbox Live Arcade, and, I mean, there is, like, a monstrous amount of games on here, as you can see. There is a load, and a load, and a load, and a load. And then, of course, we have our Xbox 360 game. Jack, how are you, man? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I've been working. I've also been working on this. I've been kind of busy. I've been doing Xboxes, of course, but I'm also I'm working on a simulation gaming computer, which I showed a little while back. Well, I got everything that I need for it and everything. So now we're going to start building that. So anyway, as you can see, all right, here's your Xbox 360 games, and I mean, it's like friggin', yeah, okay, you get the idea, right? Okay, you should be really good to go, okay, with just about everything that you could ever imagine and then some. So there's enough to play on here for a long, long time, okay, and you can still add more if you want to, okay. Now, all right. So anyway, okay, now look, all right. Those are the games and everything else, okay, as you can see. Now, this has got multiple dashboards on it, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to get into the multiple dashboards, okay. Under Dash Launch, we'll hit that, okay, and you will see, I will show you here, okay. Under Paths, you will see that you have Freestyle Dash. That's what it boots up into. That's the default, okay. You hold down button B while it's booting, it'll boot into FX menu. You hold down button Y to boot into the stock dashboard. If you hold left bumper to boot into Aurora, okay. If you want to change the default out to FX menu or Aurora or whatever, they're already set up. It's real easy to do. All you got to do is just highlight default, hit A, and then all you got to do is hit the double dot folder, bring that back. Okay, now, and then all you got to do is, like, let's say you want to use Aurora. Okay, so we'll use Aurora. We'll click on that directory right there. We'll click on aurora.xex. We'll select that. All right, and there you go. Then all we're going to do is we're going to hit RB. We're going to bring this down to HDD. We're going to hit X to save it. All right, and then we're going to hit B to back out of it. Now it's going to reboot, and what's going to happen is it's going to load Aurora, okay? And then Aurora is going to go ahead and it's going to read all the titles and all the databases and everything else and all that crap. It's already set up, like I said. All right, now if you like Aurora, that's fine. You can use that too. Doesn't matter. It's your Rgh. You set it up any which way you want. Right now we're in the Xbox 360 section right here. Now I'm going to show you something here, okay? Hitting the back button, that'll bring you your file manager, okay? Just like FSD has a file manager, well, so does this thing, okay? And then you got your scripts, restart, reboot, shut down. All right, and we'll back out of there. Now, if you hit the start button, okay, what you have your assets, which you can download and import, your box art, all that crap. You have your profile, which you can select to log in automatically and all that. You have your content folder, And in your content folder, these are all, this is the folder directory structure right here. Okay, so, you know, I mean, everything is laid out nice for you already. Here's your modules, language, security, and about. Okay, now, to change the section, hit RB. It'll bring up your context menu right here. All right, we'll go to Xbox Live Arcade. And now I'll bring up all your arcade games, as you can see. Okay, hit RB again. Now that's going to bring up your emulators and all that crap. And you've got to give it a second because there's so much on this hard drive that it's crazy and it just takes it a minute. Because it's a 2 terabyte drive. It is a Seagate Barracuda, by the way. Alright, so, you know, and there's all your emulators and everything else. FCEUX doesn't have a title. I'm sorry about it. It doesn't have a title cover. So, if you want to, you can take a picture of it when it boots or whatever and put that on the title cover if you want. Alright, and then, of course, you have your classic games. Alright, there's all your classic games right there. And then, of course, you have your homebrew section, where your tools are. Hit RB again. You have your indie section. It separates the indie from the arcade, okay, on this. Alright, and then, of course, you know, you got show all, which brings up everything that's on the hard drive, okay, and then some, as you can see. Alright, so now, alright, now that's all done. Alright, now we're going to bring this back to FSD dash. I'm going to hit RB. We're going to go back into the homebrew section right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to go back into dash launch. Alright. Yeah, Jack, I know, man. It's been 2 years, brother. That's good to hear. You know, I mean, like I said, usually these things will last a long, long time. You know, if you take care of them, you blow the dust out of them every now and then, and they just keep running and running and running. They're very, very tried and true. You know, I mean, they're a good unit. And the chips, they last a long time. Like I said, the only time that chip is ever really used is at boot. That's it. And then, you know, once it glitches, that's it. Pretty much it's just sitting there, you know? So, all right. So anyway, and Eric, I'm not talking to myself. I've got a live stream, and a bunch of guys are on here, and they're all talking and everything, and we just have a good old time. Okay. So, anyway, yeah. So, you know, I'm not talking to myself, although sometimes I do, and sometimes I even answer myself. It's scary. All right, now we'll go back to paths. We'll set this back to our default, which is going to be FSD. Okay, which I'm going to set it at. So we'll back out to the double dot folder there. Freestyle dash. Default XCX. There you go. Hit RB, bring it down, X to save it, beat it back out, it's going to reboot, and then it's going to go into FSD dash now, okay? Now, let me show you something else here now, okay? Now look, alright, to get to the original dashboard, okay, just go to your homebrew section right here, alright, go to Xbox 360 dashboard, hit the A button, hit it again, alright, that will take you to the original dash. You'll see this pop up. Hello, Eric Larson. You're on the Alliance Live. Welcome to the Alliance Live. On dashboard 17559. Currently have 29 reserve days. You'll have 30 when you get it. Don't worry. I'll take care of that, okay? But anyway, as you can see, you're going to be up, and it's going to be online, and all this other happy nonsense, okay? There you go. Alright, now, our beautiful eyeball-pleasing HUD. Over on our 5th tab, we have our Bo2 cheats, Ghost cheats, and Modern Warfare 3 cheats. To disable them, hit A. To enable them, hit A. Okay, they come enabled right directly when you start up the console, alright? So, you know, if you have to disable them, you can. Alright, now, to get back to FSD dash, just smash the A button on Xbox Home, that will take you back. Alright, now, what I'm going to do, yeah, man, Jack, like I said, brother, you know, they last a long time, bro. They really, really do. Yeah, I'm starting to build emulation machines, though, now, like crazy, because people are asking about them and everything, so I'm like, okay. So, you know, I mean, it's getting nutty now. So, you know, when I've got one that I'm custom building right now, which is going to be pretty cool. I've got, we're going to be, you know, it's building on a budget, okay, but it went from a little bit of a budget to a little bit over the budget because, you know, I wanted to have something decent, okay, that actually worked right, you know, that actually played the latest games as well as the emulation and everything else, you know. So I went a little overboard, you know, I mean, it's just a little. But it'll be alright, though, okay, you know. Anyway, okay, so now look, we're back here, okay, at FSD dash. All right, now, what I'm going to do here, all right, is I'm going to sign in first and foremost, okay? All right, there we are. Now, I'm going to go to Xbox 360 games, okay? Now, just to show you the off-hosts and everything, all right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get on over to Bo2 here because that's the best one to use because it covers all the bases. All right, let's see. I hate when I get doubles of this stuff. I don't know why it does that, but it does, and all you gotta do is just get rid of it. Just like that, and just put it in the no section, and of course, it will go ahead and just get rid of it, because there's like two, oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that, because that's just ridiculous. Sorry about that. But this stuff, sometimes it just happens. I don't know why. And, you know, I mean, when I go through it, I usually straighten it out. And, you know, but then, again, then it comes back. It's so weird. But it depends on who signed in, actually. So, all right. So, anyway, we'll go over to BO2. That should take care of all of it, yeah. All right. So, anyway, we'll go back to BO2, okay? Now all off hosts, you hit D-pad left to open, X to select, B to back out, D-pad left to close. With the GSC menus like Jiggy, holding left trigger, push down on the right thumbstick. A to select, X to back out, all right? Sentinel, hold in left trigger, push down on the right thumbstick. That brings up the menu, all right? Use X to select, and then hold in the left trigger, push down on the right thumbstick, and that will bring you back out of the menu or the sub-menu or close the menu completely. I didn't write it, somebody else did, okay? So, you know, I mean, just, you know, you'll get used to it once you start playing with it, okay? So anyway, all right, so we'll go to Black Ops 2. All right, we'll start it off. There's no special way to start this on our server. We've got that taken care of. So as you can see, Black Ops 2 is bypassed. Everything is good. We're going to load the cheats. Here we go. All right, now we're going to start off here, okay? And what we're going to do, all right, is we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit the start button. Yeah, your father, yeah, we know he's dead, okay? Get out of here. All right, now, start button, hard drive, here we go, okay? And here we go. Okay, now, we'll go ahead and we'll get this taken care of here. That, and we'll bring out the screen here. Okay. Alright. Yes, I want graphic content. Of course I want graphic content. What the hell? I want to see blood and everything else. Jesus. Alright, so now we're going to go into multiplayer here. See Black Ops 2 bypass, and you'll see the cheats are loaded. Alright, we're going to do a local game on this thing, okay? Because like I said, that's a local profile, you know, it's not on live or anything like that, so we'll go local. Alright, and then what we'll do is we'll set up the game, okay? So we'll change the map, we're going to do something quick. We'll use the downloadable content, we'll use Nuketown, okay? We'll change the game mode, okay? We'll do a free-for-all on this thing. And then what we'll do is we'll back out of there. We'll set up the box, we want 9 of them. Alright, then we're going to start the match. Now, I'm going to start off with Jiggy, alright? And then I'm going to show you the off-post and everything else. This is it. The off-post is good for Mw3 and Ghosts. It's the same off-post, same way to open and close the menu, okay? So we'll start the match right now. Well, like I said, though, BO2 has DSC menus on, so I want to show you them as well, okay? Now, we're going to start off with Nuketown, one of the most famous maps. Alright, grab a gun, hold in left trigger, push down right thumbstick, okay, go to main mods. Alright, and then what we'll do is we'll do quick mods that'll give us a whole bunch, okay, and then we'll go down here and we'll use some bullets, okay, we'll use swarms and grenades, yeah, that'll work, and dog bullets, okay, and we'll exit out of that, and we'll exit out of that, okay, now, D-pad left to open the off-post, there's your off-post menu, okay, X to select, we're going to grab all of this crap right here, just like that. We go to the aimbot, we'll turn that on, we'll do on screen, and visible warning, proximity warning, and target details, we'll do ESP, of course we'll do pyramids, this, and this, bring this and that, then we have snap lines, we'll back out of there, D-pad left to close the menu, we'll run off when he turned blue, let him have it, okay? You know, then we can fly through the air because we have Jiggy on this thing, and as you can see, pretty much we can blow everything up that we want and then some, okay? He's dying, okay? One kill, yeah, there you go. Yeah, another one. Yeah. You want to get him, Fido, get him. Ah, yeah. And now we'll fly over here. Yeah, how you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm underneath you. There goes your ball. Alright. And you can see pretty much, yeah, everything dies and everything's all good, you know? Ah, works pretty good. Yeah. And victory is mine. A good way to piss off the friggin' lobby right there, okay? So anyway. So, you know, pretty much there you go, alright? That's the off-post and Jiggy combined, you know, easily sign off, alright? You know, now most of the time, when you really want to get into hobbies and everything, you don't want to have to be the host, well, then it's real easy to just use the off-post, you know? And it gives you enough to piss people off, okay? And it works pretty good, as you can see. Alright, so now, I'll tell you what, we're going to back out of here, okay? Yes, we're going to leave the lobby, alright? We're going to back out of here, and we're going to go to zombies, okay? I'm going to show you how to run zombies here. Alright? Now, okay. So, we got BO2, it's bypassed, good, we're good there. Okay, let's do a local game right here. Alright. And there we are. Okay, we're going to select that. We're going to select transit real quick. Okay, start the match. There we go. Okay, now, for Sentinel, hold in left trigger, push down right thumbstick, that'll bring up the menu. Alright, we'll give it a second here. It's got to load. There we go. Alright. Alright, there's our menu right there. We're going to use X to select, God mode, infinite ammo, unlimited sprint, double speed, no grip.
Martin, sweetie, would you turn the lights on?
And of course, toggle the aimbot. Okay, now we're going to hold in the left trigger, push down the right thumbstick, and we're going to go to weapons menu. Okay, we're going to grab an AK-74U, okay, and then go to weapon options right here. Alright, and then we'll grab some bullets just for the hell of it. Yeah, we'll do ray gun red. Yeah, that works pretty good. Okay? Yeah.
That's what zombies are made.
And, you know, there's a bunch of stuff on here that you can actually use, you know, like, let's see here. Power-ups. 2 power-ups. There you go. See? They don't look too good. You know? So on and so forth. Now we can run around and get all the power-ups that we want. All this kind of shit, you know? Yeah, sure, yeah. Ah, yes. Kill everybody. Ah. Now, so on and so forth. Run your zombies, okay? So anyway, as you can see, yeah, everything works pretty good. Yeah, it's insta-kill. Okay? So as you can see, there's all kinds of stuff on here. They have the fun menu here, you know, save road position, full gun. Okay. Full gun, you know, velocity gun, round gun, trampoline mode, where you're bouncing around like an idiot. Okay? You turn that off, okay? We'll hit that. There's all kinds of crazy stuff on here. Then you got zombies menu where you can spawn some zombies. Yeah, and then you can kill them. Yeah. Go ahead here, and then, let's see here. Yeah, we got teleport menu, yeah, and then you spawn, tunnel, diner, all that crap, okay? So pretty much there you go, alright? That's Sentinel for you. Okay, so if you're into that, there you are. Now, get out of there, just boom, that's it. Pretty easy. Now, as far as GTA, okay, with purge menu, it's going to give you a text box. It'll come up, and then all you're going to have to do is select which way you want to open the menu. D-pad left and X, D-pad right and X, or custom combo menu. It doesn't really matter, okay? Now, all right. Now, that's all done, all right? Now, I do want to show you something here, how to set this up on your network for the first time, all right? So, we're going to go through this, all right, because it's kind of important. Otherwise, you'll be sitting there scratching your head going, how do I get it online for the first time? You're going to wind up with a mess on your hands if I don't tell you how to do this, okay? So, we're going to power the system off, all right? Now, look. When you first get the thing, plug it in, plug the HDMI cord in, all right? Pull the drive door, pull it. Oh, boy. Brand new. Okay? Pull the hard drive out, all right? Now, what you're going to do, you're going to go ahead, you're going to power it on, okay? Now, system is going to boot up, okay? Once it boots up, all right, you're going to boot into the regular Blackboard screen, okay? And when it boots into the Blackboard screen, you're going to go ahead and we're going to go over to network settings, okay? So anyway, system booted, here we go. All right, we're going to sync up the controller. And make sure you sync up your controller. All right? Now, here we go. Okay, now as you can see, we're at the Blackboard screen, all right? Now, what we're going to do, okay, you're going to go over, settings, system. All right, now what you're going to do, you're going to go to network settings, all right? Now, you'll see my Wi-Fi is already found, okay, of course, because that's what it's hooked to, okay? It's going to scan, it's going to find your Wi-Fi and put it over here somewhere. What I want you to do, I want you to click on your Wi-Fi, put your password in. When you do that, it's going to automatically test the Xbox Live connection like this. What we're looking for is a check mark and 2 red X's or 2 check marks and a red X. One or the other doesn't really matter, okay? But what we need, what we really actually need is that to be check marked off, okay? If that's not check marked off, that means your router's not letting it on your local area network, okay? It means you have to log into your router and find out why it's not letting it on the local area network. And that all depends upon the security that you're running on your local area network, okay? If you're running WPSK2 or whatever, you know, with a password, it'll be fine, okay? But if you're running with a MAC address, you know, where you have to authorize the MAC address on this thing, you have to get the MAC address off the Xbox, put it in the friggin' router, so then that way then it'll allow it on the network, okay? Because if this is not check marked off, you ain't getting to the internet, you're not getting the Xbox Live, okay? So just make sure you got a check mark and 2 red X's, okay? Once you get that, what I want you to do is I want you to power the system off then, okay? Then what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and say power off. Okay. I want you to slide the hard drive back in. Then I want you to take the drive door, I want you to put the drive door on. Then what I want you to do is, you see this? I want you to pull this plug on here. Leave that out for 5 minutes. The reason being is we want to clear the TCP buffers and all that crap. The only way to do that is to cut the power completely from the Xbox. Because no matter what, it's always getting 5 volts to the south bridge. Therefore, it will mess it up. Okay, and when you go to when you go ahead and you go to, turn it on or whatever, it'll log into the server and everything, but the DNS is going to be all screwed up. Your domain name server is going to be messed up. Everything's going to be messed up, and ain't going to let you on live, okay? That's the reason why. You got to leave this out for 5 minutes. We got to make sure the capacitor is discharged inside the motherboard, all right? That way then, for sure it's dead completely. Then, we're going to plug it back in after 5 minutes. Now, mind you, I can plug it back in, hopefully, and get online because it's on my network already, so everything is not screwed up. But then again, though, I had that bite me in the ass, and, and I sat there offline for 5 minutes until it decided to clear the TCP buffers, okay? So, it's just the way it is. That's the way that the network works, okay? But anyway, look, leave it out for 5 minutes, then plug it back in, and then boot the system back up, okay? Now, when the system boots, all right, what you're going to see is going to boot. You're going to see the logo, okay? And the logo is going to be flashing all kinds of green stuff and everything else, okay? Now, when that happens, all right, when it locks, that means when it stops moving, when the logo stops moving around and it locks, that's it. This monitor is really giving me a problem. Oh, boy. All right. And you see the stuff that's moving around and everything? That's going to stop, okay? And once it stops, it's going to load FSD, okay? When it loads FSD, all right, it's going to load your plugins and all that crap, okay? Now, hopefully it's going to lock the server. Yes, it just did, okay? Now, you're going to hear the fan speed kick up. Sync your controller. Alright, and then, okay, as you can see, we got a welcome to our alliance, and then we're going to get one more from the purge. Alright, now, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that it's online and live, okay? And there's a way to do that. You're going to go to the homebrew section right here, okay? You're going to hit homebrew, and then what you're going to do, you're going to go right over to the Xbox 360 dashboard. Then I want you to hit the A button. I want you to hit it again. Now, when this thing comes up, all right, you got that block right there. When you get that, that means she's hot. She's on live. Okay, life is grand. All right. So, okay, we got it. Good. Okay. Now, what you're gonna do? You're gonna go over here. All right. Now, most of the time, okay, when it comes right down to downloading a profile, if you have an existing one and you want to risk, your profile, your original profile that you paid all the money for and bought all kinds of stuff and everything, you want to risk it on here and download it, that's fine. Now, I haven't had a profile ban in a long, long time. Okay, I mean a really long time. But, however, okay, know that you're risking your original profile. I tell everybody, look, if you're going to do this, go to www.xboxlive.com/live, all right? Then what I want you to do is you can make an account on there using Outlook for the email. All right, make an account and then download it to the console here. Okay. Now, once you do that, all right, and you make your profile, what's going to happen is when your profile is made, you're going to go ahead and it's going to download, and then it's going to look something like this. It's going to spin around. You're going to see the spinning wheel of death. Okay, and there you are. Okay, and we're good. Okay, and we're on live, and our profile's logged in. Everything is good. Now, if by chance, okay, you're sitting there at the loading screen while it's downloading the profile, and you're sitting there, and it takes 15 minutes, and it's still not downloading, that means that there has been a corruption in your download, all right? So there's a way to fix that, all right? So what you would do is you would back out of it, okay? And this is only if you have a problem downloading your profile. Up, over, settings, system, all right? And then go down to storage. Now, once you go down to storage here, highlight the hard drive, click on it, okay? Go to your profiles. You will find the profile underneath these two right here. It'll be right here, the one that you downloaded or try to download. I want you to highlight it, okay, by using your D-pad. Hit A. And then what I want you to do, I want you to delete it right off the hard drive, okay, just by hitting A. Then it'll delete it. It'll ask you, and then you just delete it, okay? Get rid of it, all right? Then back out of here, back out of here. Then what I want you to do, I want you to back out one more time. See where the hard drive's highlighted? Leave it highlighted. I want you to hit Y. When you hit Y, what I want you to do is I want you to hit clear system cache. I want you to clear it out twice, okay? So we're going to do it once. Good. And then we're going to do it again. All right? Because Microsoft likes to leave little breadcrumbs behind and everything else, okay? So anyway, there you are. You clear the cache twice, okay? Then come back over here, All right, go up, go over, down to social, sign in, sign out. Then re-download your profile. Once it downloads and everything else, you'll be fine, okay? Then come back here, okay? And pretty much you'll be good to go. Then what I want you to do, I want you to hit the guide button, and then I want you to go back to Xbox Home, okay? That's going to take you back to FSD Dash, okay? Now, once we get back in there, there's one other thing you got to do. All right, we want to make sure that everything is unlocked on this thing, okay? Now, what I mean by that is you need to go to your homebrew section right here, okay? You will see XM360, okay? That's an unlock tool, all right? I'm going to explain what this does, all right? You're going to click on it, and while it's loading this, it's loading the entire DLC. It's scanning the entire hard drive for all the XBLA that's on here and all the downloadable content that's on here, okay? The reason being is because some content and everything is locked. You have to unlock it to the console. The only way to do that is through XM360 and to unlock it, all right? If you go on a website and you download, DLC or XBLA, if you put it on the hard drive, you still ain't going to be able to use it until you unlock it, okay? So you come in here and you'll see after you download, whatever XBLA or downloadable content that there is or whatever, okay? You'll come in here, you'll see all your DLC or your XBLA that you downloaded that has a little lock on it, and it'll be locked, okay? So what we want to do is we just go on over using the D-pad, and we highlight Unlock at XBLA. We hit A, all right? And see there was zero needing to be unlocked because they're already unlocked on here, okay? So, okay, we hit OK. Then what we do is we show the DLC. Now, okay, there's all your DLC. Now what you're going to do, over, go to Unlock DLC, hit A. All right, it's going to take it a minute. It's going to find the files that need to be unlocked, and we found 10 of them right here, okay? So we're going to hit OK. Now they're unlocked. Then we go to Exit the Dash, and there we have it, okay? Pretty easy. Now you can run and ramp and do whatever the heck it is that you want to do online and have a blast, all right? Now, another thing about this thing, too, okay? Your arcade games, okay? Emulators. We're going over here. Every emulator works on this thing, okay? We just got Game Boy Advance to put on here, too. All right, so I use that for an example here. Here you go. We'll hit that. Okay? Now, it will bring up, select the hard drive. Okay, bring up your games. Okay, there's all your games right there. Okay, and you play them. A to play, B for the main menu. Okay, to bring it back. Okay, you can set your favorites. You change the storage device if you have games that you want to put on that you have on a USB stick or whatever, all that crap, and then exit, and that will bring you back to FSD Dash. Okay, or whatever dashboard that you have loaded. Okay, now also main. There's over 7,000, way over 7,000 ROMs on this thing, okay, for the old school arcade games. So if you're into that, in the old school consoles, well, it's all well and fine, all right? As you can see, now main, for example, okay, hit that, hit main, okay, here you go, all right, and there you are, okay, there's main. And now, for your games and everything, use the right trigger, hit it, and that'll bring it page by page, that'll bring it down, left trigger, page by page, going up, D-pad down, D-pad up, game by game, okay? A to launch the game, B to back out of it or whatever, okay? Now look, when you launch the game, just follow the on-screen instructions and play. When you're done, hit the guide button, Xbox Home, and there you go. You're back at FSD Dash. Now, as far as the old classic arcade games, okay, to play them, you can't play them with the server on. What I mean by that is you can't play with the live server on. You can't play with the stealth server on, okay? Now, you see, there's our Xbox Classic games, okay? Now look, okay, what I mean by playing it with the stealth server on is this. When you hit that guide button, you'll see this fancy little guide here that says Alliance Live and all that crap and everything else. Well, if you try to play a classic game with this server on, it ain't going to work, okay? It is not going to work at all, all right? What's going to happen is, I don't know why I did that, but anyway, that's okay. What's going to happen is that if you try to get online, if you try to play with the server on, it's going to crash, okay? And I'm going to show you. All right, look, here you go. Need for Speed Must 1, we'll hit that, and as you can see, there's a black screen. It's stuck, it's done, it ain't going anywhere. All right, the reason being is we're actually trying to access the same place in memory that another thing is trying to access, and it doesn't like that too much. So the end result is it gets stuck, and it gets confused. And this is the end result. Okay, not cool. Now, how do we do that? How do we fix that? Okay, well, it's really easy. You're going to play with it offline. All right? Now, what I mean by this is you're going to play it in bypass mode. Bypass mode is simply this. You're going to go ahead now. We're going to bypass the plugins, okay? That's in, it's in dash launch, all right? Which means we're going to bypass the server and all that stuff, but still XPDM will be active, okay? So anyway, which allows you, of course, you know, neighborhood and all that crap. All right, so anyway, making a long story short, hit the power button, hit the eject button, okay? We're going to leave the tray hanging out until the system boots, okay? When the system boots and you get the FSD dash, that's when you close the tray, okay? Now, here we go. Now, we're going to wait till we get the FSD dash before we close the tray, all right? Because we want to make sure that we're not going to load any of the plugins, okay, that's in dash launch. Because if we load the plugins, it ain't going to play. Like I said, it's going to crash, okay? So anyway, now we're going to boot the FSD dash, okay? And then I want you to know something, too. You're not going to see any plugins come across the screen or anything like that. You're completely offline now, okay? So now we can close the tray, all right? We'll sync the controller, okay? And then we'll go on over to your classic games right here, all right? And, you know, play a game. There you go. You will see that the screen comes up, the Xbox logo comes up, and there it is, okay? And as you can see, the game is loading, and it's going to play. It's that simple, all right? And then we're going to see the Brook. Yeah, I'm glad you're Jersey marrying you. Shut up! Okay, so anyway, there you go, all right? And the game is playing, the game is ready to go, all right? And there you are. So, pretty easy, right? There you go. So, get out of it, guide button, and you'll notice the guide is regular guide there, okay? Xbox Home, yes. Okay, that brings you back. So, pretty much, very simple, easy, there you'll have it, okay? So listen, Eric, my friend, thank you very, very much for your business. I greatly do appreciate it, okay? We're going to be shipping it off tomorrow. Lorraine will have a tracking number for you by tomorrow evening. All right, and I want to thank you so much, guys. Listen, thanks for hanging with me, too. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome, as usual, as always, okay? And I'm going to be doing a lot more streaming lately, okay? I've just been, like I said, you know, after all this rigmarole with everything else, you know, I mean, I got these doctor's appointments. They drive me friggin' nuts, man. Well, you get to come in, sir. We have to check you. We have to do this. We have to do that. Yeah, okay, whatever. Okay, no, what you want is a paycheck. I know what you want. So anyway, oh my God, I'm fine. Okay, I'm fine. Leave me alone. All right, we're all gonna die sometime. We just don't know when. I just don't get it. But anyway. All right, listen, thanks so much, man, okay? Like I said, we'll ship it off tomorrow. You'll get a tracking number by tomorrow. Thank you so much. Guys, I hope you all have a good night, all right? You all take it easy. Stay tuned. This weekend I should be getting in a lot of parts for this crazy build that I'm doing with this emulation crap, so should be interesting, okay? And I think I'm going to dual boot it. I think I'm going to put Windows on it, and I got Linux on it, so that way then you got the best of both worlds on this thing. And we're going to do a little bit of custom work here and there. We're going to make it, we'll make it look pretty. You know, I mean, like I said, it's a budget build, okay? But, we're going to see what it's going to look like when we're done. But anyway, you have a good one, guys. Holler at you later. Have a great night. Take it easy, guys.